Long before the first kingdoms of men rose and fell, before the rivers knew their names, the world was ruled by the spirits of the elements, beings of raw power who shaped the land, sea, and sky. Among them was Okeana, the great spirit of the ocean. Okeana had seen many lifetimes, watching as mortals came and went, always thirsty for power, always restless. But he also saw a girl, one unlike any other. This girl was born near the banks of a sacred river. From the moment she took her first breath, the waters whispered to her, the fish danced at her feet, and storms bent away from her presence. She could call rain without speaking, and the river never swelled against her village. But as she grew, so did her curiosity. She spent hours talking to the river, asking it for secrets, longing to know more than any mortal should. One day, Okeana himself appeared to her. "You were not meant for the land, child. The water has chosen you." But she did not understand. She was just a girl, wasn't she? To prove her worthiness, Okeana set her a task. Swim to the heart of the ocean, where even the gods fear to tread. If you return, your fate will be sealed. No woman had ever survived the deep sea, but she was fearless. She dived into the dark abyss where ancient creatures locked, and the water was so cold it stole the breath from her lungs. This journey tested her. The waves tried to crush her, but she refused to sink. At the bottom of the ocean, she found a great pearl glowing with the power of the waters themselves. When she touched it, the ocean entered her veins, her eyes turned golden, and she became something more than human. She emerged from the sea changed, her beauty now unearthly, her voice carrying the force of the tides, her touch able to bless or curse. The great serpent Nyoka, guardian of the deep, wrapped around her, binding her to the waters forever. She was no longer just a girl. She was now Mami Wata, the spirit of the water, goddess of seduction, power, and fortune. From that moment on, she ruled the rivers and seas, appearing to those who dared call upon her, granting riches to the deserving, punishing the greedy, and always watching. Many came to the water's edge seeking her favor. Some she blessed. There was a fisherman, Obinna, who had spent years casting his nest with little to show for it. One night, as he wept by the river, Mami Wata emerged in a mist of shimmering water. "Why do you cry, child of the land?" Obinna fell to his knees. "I have labored, but the river does not reward me." Mami Wata tilted her head, her eyes watching. Then she raised a hand, and the water parted. A great fish, its scales the color of silver, leapt into his arms. "You will never go hungry again," she said. And it was true. From that day, every time Obinna cast his net, he pulled in riches beyond imagination. Golden fish, pearls, wealth in abundance. He became the richest man in his village, his family never knowing hunger again. But Mami Wata was not only a giver. There was a man, Jidofo, who heard of her gifts and sought her out, not for survival, but for greed. He knelt before the water, offering silver, but in his heart, he thought only of himself. "Great mother of the waters, give me wealth beyond any man." Mami Wata appeared, her beauty like the moon on the waves. She smiled, but her eyes saw his hunger, his selfishness. "You wish to be the richest of all?" Jidofo nodded. Then take. The river shimmered and gold spilled onto the sand at his feet. Overcome, he gathered it all, laughing. But he did not notice the water rising. The tide swelled, creeping towards him. The gold grew heavier in his arms, his feet sinking into the wet sand. "You did not ask for wisdom," Mami Wata said. Before Jide could run, the waves pulled him under. The river took him, and his wealth disappeared with him. The duality of a goddess, Mami Wata, is both a mother and a destroyer, a giver and a taker, a protector and a punisher. She does not act on cruelty, but balance. She rewards those who respect the waters, but those who take without gratitude are swallowed with the very force they seek to control. And so her legend endures. Even today, people leave offerings by the river. Mirrors, white cloth, and sweet-smelling perfume, hoping to gain her favor. But they whisper too of those who called upon her with greedy hearts and never returned. Mami Wata is a mythical being of duality, a goddess whose love is as fierce as her wrath, whose waters bring life, but can just as easily take it away.